Well, turning now to breaking news, we are seeing some issues out on the water this morning. A wind and rainstorm is moving in, and it's forced BC Ferries to make some adjustments to their sailings this morning. Reagan Hasegawa is following this. She's live at BC Ferries Tawasin Terminal for us. Good morning, Reagan. Yeah, crews have been watching the conditions pretty closely as the wind has been building this morning. What's the latest?
Morning, Carrie. The situation has really gotten worse in the last hour. It's extremely windy and choppy on the water, and because of that, I have a lot of new canceled sailings to tell you about. So let's get into that quickly. So you knew the 8 o'clock was canceled, the 10 a.m. departing Tawasin, as well as the 9 and 11 departing Swartz Bay and Tawasin also canceled. Another major route also impacted this morning. The sailings leaving Tawasin and Duke Point for 10:15 and 10:45 now also canceled, and that's on top of some smaller routes, all impacted by these wind gusts that could reach out to 80 kilometers per hour by this afternoon.
Windy, especially in the exposed areas, and the heaviest precipitation amounts as the usual suspects, so the North Shore Mountains and sort of the Inner Harbor and Vancouver as well. But in general terms, we're really looking for a period of pretty progressive or prolonged winds and significant precipitation across many of the communities in the Lower Mainland.
The system has already brought powerful gusts to Vancouver Island, topping 130 kilometers per hour near the northern tip overnight. Environment Canada says Metro Vancouver could see downed branches and scattered outages as winds combine with heavy rain and wet leaves. BC Hydro crews are on standby across the region, urging people to stay clear of power lines and report outages online. The River Forecast Centre has also issued a high stream flow advisory, warning of rapidly rising rivers as the storm continues through.
Yeah, and getting worse out there, as you were mentioning earlier, and a long list of ferry disruptions this morning. So I guess the bottom line, Reagan, is if anyone has a reservation or plans to take the ferry, they really need to check before they go.
That's right, Carrie. And people who are impacted should hear from BC's ferries directly from their customer service line about rebooking. But again, because the situation is just unfolding so quickly here, and we're seeing more and more sailings on the major routes pile up all the way into the early afternoon now, it's going to be important to check online, as you mentioned, to see the status of your ferry. But again, breaking news, several new ferry cancellations both at Tawasin and on Vancouver Island this morning, Carrie.